my darlings. It's Thursday. Yes. And I have a story for y'all. I'm sorry I had to cancel or postpone Wednesday card day, but some stuff happened. Oh. So this is story time, if you're ready. Um, we have in our front yard a very large pecan tree. Very, very large. Now, years ago when we first moved in, it's almost 5 years now, um, it was always the last tree to get leaves. And, well, I thought maybe there was something up. So, uh, you know I'm weird, right? Y'all know I'm weird. But I, I laid hands on the tree, and it pretty much told me that it was done. It was, its time here was done. It did what it needed to do. It was time to go home. And I told my husband the tree's sick and it really needs to come down. And of course, my husband, if you have a husband, they're just skeptical of everything their wife says, right? It's just, he's like, yeah, you just want the tree gone. No, that wasn't the case. But, I do want to honor its wishes. It's a living, sentient being. Of course, I want to do what it wants. But he was not. No, no. This tree gives the house a lot of shade in the summer. Yes, I understand. I get it. Anyway, fast forward to the night before last. Actually, it was yesterday morning, 1 a.m. My bonus daughter Christina was staying with us, and her room is in the front of the house. Our room is in the back. And she came into our room at 1 o'clock in the morning. This is not a usual thing, you understand. And she says, the tree is falling. We said, what? So the tree's falling. I think it's falling on the house. So of course, John and I jump up because, as fast as people in their 60s can jump out of bed. And we go, and a part of the tree, a very large branch of this tree, had fallen off onto the front yard, part of the driveway, took down the cable, for internet. It was just shocking, just shocking. So we did what we could as far as looking at it in the dark, which you can't do a lot of. However, the next morning when we went out, we saw the magnitude of this and thought, yeah. So, and I didn't want to say, told you. That's not true. I did want to say that. I did want to say it. But I was good. I'm like, so what I said was, yeah, I really did think the tree was sick. And this year we had a prolific amount of pecans on the tree. I guess because of the way the summer went. I don't know why, but there are tons of pecans on the tree. Now you understand, we never get pecans because the squirrels and the birds eat the pecans. We never get them. So it's not like we're going to have a pecan harvest. That's not going to happen. But these pecans are heavy. So I'm sure that had quite a bit to do with the limb falling off the tree. However, where it broke was not a normal thing at all. So, yeah, so we had the tree guy here to look at it. He recommended that it come down, blah, blah, blah. Signed the contract, got everything ready for them to come and cut the tree down. Let's see, not really. Here we go. And they said, oh yeah, we'll be here within 2 weeks. Okay. So I go out today and the tree is definitely leaning the other way toward our neighbor's house. So I'm here. I don't really want to go out of my house because I have to walk underneath the tree to get out of my house, and it's really leaning quite precariously. Not sure what's going to happen, peeps. But anyway, that's why I wasn't able to get the card out yesterday. No internet. I couldn't get my phone to connect to anything yesterday. It was just not having any of it. So I did try to do a card read yesterday, but it didn't happen because I couldn't get on. But I figured I would try again today, and I'm pretty sure I'm on. Don't know for sure. But I do have somebody, Desi Vasquez, who said something. And so I'm guessing I'm live. There you go. So anyway, today, Thursday, we're going to do a card read. Okay? And I'm using a new deck. I'm not really sure how this is going to go, because I'm not really sure I like these cards, to tell you the truth. They're very pretty, but there aren't many of them. I mean, that's it. That's the whole deck. And they're called astrological oracle cards. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because, you know, they are very pretty. I don't know how this is going to work, peeps, so bear with me. I mean, if any week is to read weird cards, it's this week. Don't you think? It is. It's this week. Yeah. So I hope everybody is doing well. If you haven't tuned into this yet, every Wednesday and sometimes Thursday, I pull a card for the coming week, and then I read it and let you know what the energy is saying about the universe in the coming week. Okay? That's what I do. I am Stephanie Watson, the psychic comedian from We Are Tree. We Are Tree is my online community. You can look me up, www.lovewearetree.com. Have a nice webpage or website. Or me and technology, we're not close. Honestly, we're not. So anyway, that's who I am. This is what I do. I love what I do. And yeah. And apparently I talk to trees. Okay. Well, hello there, Smile. Okay, so I'm going to get this into 3 piles. Wow, it's hard to get small little pile into 3, but that's all we're going to do. So, today it's number 1. We're going with the first pile. And it's Virgo. Ooh, pretty. I love the colors. Love the colors. So, okay. So what does this card say to me? Oh, I like it. Okay. So what this card is saying for the coming week, we want to, as a being in this world, we want to appreciate the beauty that is all around us. We want to we want to stop for just maybe a moment or two. Just sit back and say, wow, what a miraculous world we live in. Look at all the stuff that goes on around us that we take for granted. That is so beautiful. Like looking up at the sky and seeing the amazing, I happen to think a cloudy sky is much more beautiful than a plain sky. So looking at those clouds and thinking, wow, look at how amazingly they're placed in the sky. Looking at, have you ever really gotten down and looked at blades of grass and seen the patterns they make? It's pretty amazing. It really is. Listening to the insects and the music that they make, especially around twilight, when the katydids and the cicadas, and I'm not sure which is which and makes which sound, but listening to them is just like, wow, this is music that is made for us. How cool is that? Birds singing, all different, everything, the water that's running. We have a river in the backyard. Watching the sun on the water. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. It's just remarkable that we get to have that in this world. Who thought this up? You know, that's usually what I'm thinking. Who thought this up? Because this is remarkable. So that's what we want to do this coming week, is we want to take notice of the things of beauty within our lives, because we don't normally do that. We just take things for granted. We take the fact that we can go to a store, buy milk, whatever it is we need to buy, and it's there and ready for us. We take that for granted. But there's so much that goes into that milk being there for us to grab and buy. We don't even think about that. We just take it for granted that there'll be milk there, right? So let's really just take a step back this coming week and think about all those things that need to be in place for the simple things that we enjoy or even do without thinking. All those steps that have to happen in order for us to get whatever, to get the milk, to be able to go out and get the mail, to be able to pick a flower, to be able to drive your car, to be able to read a book. I mean, there's so many things that we just take for granted that are truly remarkable and miraculous. But we don't see it that way because we are used to it. That's the way it's been. But so many things had to go into making this happen. And we really need to show gratitude and appreciation for the beauty that is all around us. If you have a pet, cat, dog, mouse, I don't care what it is. If you have a pet, just take a few moments this week and really watch your pet and notice the beauty of how the muscles move, how they move around the house, how they look at you with those eyes of adoration. I mean, come on, people, this is beauty. This is beauty. And we get to witness it. That's miraculous. At least it is to me. That is miraculous. So, I love it. I'm not going to get into the whole what is a Virgo and all that stuff. You know, you guys can look it up. I don't need to do all that for you. But I really do believe that this week we want to just sit back and be grateful for not only this, oh, I like that, not only the stuff that we have and are able to grasp, but to be grateful for the things that we don't have. Oh, I like that. The things that aren't in our lives. We don't think about that, do we? We don't think about the things that are kept at bay by source, universe, the earth, all those entities who are watching out for our highest good. Ooh, that's something to think about, isn't it? I like that a lot. So, let's appreciate the beauty all around us and, again, appreciate the beauty within ourselves. because we are beautiful beings. We are beautiful creations. We are part of Source. We are made of the same things that make stars. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So just be kind to yourself, be kind to others around you, and live blessed, my friends, because you deserve it. Okay, again, I apologize for not doing this on Wednesday, but life happens. All right, guys. Mwah. I love you. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. Hopefully it gets to everybody. And I'll try to get it onto Facebook. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Mwah. Now I got to figure out how to turn this off because, this is the phone and I don't know. So, okay, everyone, have a great week. Is I can turn it off?